Live. Welcome, everybody, to another rendition of Delete Lawz. Tell me what's going on out there in the land of the unfree America. You know, I covered this video just ever so slightly when it first happened. I was on the road, I was traveling, and I sent this video, my reaction, over to my editor to talk about exactly what we had seen here. And I didn't get a chance to actually do a full video breakdown on it. And I want to talk about it a little bit today because it's coming out in the governor's handbook that I've got 25 chapters done. It's going to be about 40 chapters, so we're almost done. I got a few more things I got to get done on it, but I'm going to put it out, the governor's handbook. And part of that governor's handbook is ending pain compliance. So they do this thing where they'll say that they're doing pain compliance on you. Pain compliance. Pain compliance is to distract you, distraction strikes, they say, or to get you to comply with putting your hands behind your back. And I find it to be absolutely disgusting. Chevy Nova's in the chat. Captain Conkler, what's going on? Jason, how are you, bud? Good to see you. Rancho Relaxo, the people actually flow state. Jody Shiloh in the chat. What's going on? George, how you doing? Good to see everybody. Ripple Effect Media, how are you, brother? David Gaston in the chat. What's going on, Playboy? How are you doing, my friend? Good to see you, amigo. Good to see it. David, they have done everything they can to kill this channel. I'm actually going to start another channel here pretty quick and just do audits on that channel. Hopefully, I mean, depends on if they did facial recognition and voice recognition to really make sure that I can't rise up to be a leader in this country, because that's exactly what they've done. Is they don't want anybody like me to be in leadership. They don't want that, because the thing is that we already have the Constitution. The law is already written. We're not living under the rule of law. We're living in a despotic police state where we are a pedophile oligarchy is what we are. Jose Hernandez, long time. What's going on, amigo? How are you? Good to see you, my friend. All right, so let's get into this a little bit. If we can get, if we can break 100 people in this live stream, then we're back, baby. Let's go. So let me give you a little bit of background. This man is a construction worker. I believe he's a construction worker, city worker maybe, and he is completely innocent. These two thugs here are undercover NYPD pigs who were working in a park and decided to say, you guys double tap on the screen, hit the like button, hit the thumbs up button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Michael Dolan, what is going on? What is going on, Playboy?
Cell phone video captured two NYPD officers repeatedly punching a man in the face inside a Brooklyn liquor store yesterday afternoon. The violent exchange spills through the aisles, knocking bottles that shatter on the ground, seemingly cutting the man as he was dragged across the floor. One of the plainclothes officers, wearing an NYPD vest, is seen pushing and punching him. At one point...
No. They're beating his head in, punching him, kicking him, stomping him, breaking bottles, throwing haymakers where the guy's pulling his fist back to kingdom come and coming down on the guy's face. And the man hasn't done anything other than say, you got the wrong guy, it's not me. Why are you doing this to me? But the amount of just absolute beating.
Cell phone video captured two NYPD officers repeatedly...
I mean, look at the hand. Look at the hand reach all the way. Let me just pause it. Okay, look. He's reaching his hand back to the moon, Alice, to the moon, reaching all the way back here. Michael Dolan with the super chat. What's up, Michael Dolan? Reaching back to the stars here. And then he's going to come walloping forward and hit this guy with the full strength of his body, everything he's got, to try to take this guy's head off.
Cell phone video captured two NYPD officers repeatedly punching a man in the face inside a Brooklyn liquor store yesterday afternoon.
So if the cops are going to detain you, they can just beat the fucking shit out of you. Haymakers, knees, elbows, punches, break bottles. Doesn't matter what happens, they can destroy you. They said you're the suspect. Now, if you don't lay down on your belly and lick their boots, then you're going to get your head beat in. And look at the violence. It's just unbelievable.
Cell phone video captured two NYPD officers repeatedly punching a man in the face inside a Brooklyn liquor store yesterday afternoon.
Punch, punch, hammer fist.
The violent exchange spills through the
aisles, beat him,
knocking bottles
keep
that
beating
shatter
him
on the ground, seemingly cutting the man.
Stomp
as
on
he
him,
was
beat
dragged
him
across the floor. One of the plainclothes officers.
He's a suspect. He needs to be beaten. Captain Conkler, Chevy Nova with the $20 super chat. What's up, Playboy? Matthew, good to see you. Chevy Nova with 10 gifted memberships. What's up, Playboy? What is up, Playboy? Marlou got a membership. Right on, Parker. How you doing? Good to see you. Martinez, Danny Thoughts got a membership. Good to see you. Ken Smith got a membership. Joe got a membership. Sharon B got a membership. Danny Thoughts got a membership. What's up, Playboy? All these people got memberships. Right on. We might actually get to 100 people on this live stream. And then we're back. Chevy, where you at?
Wearing an change spills through the aisles, knocking bottles that shatter on the ground, seemingly cutting the man as he was
stomps on him,
dragged across the floor. One of the plainclothes officers, wearing an NYPD vest, is seen pushing and punching him, at one point appearing to kick the man in the head.
Stomps on his head. Did you see the cop lean back so he could stomp on his fucking head?
One of the plainclothes officers, wearing an NYPD vest, is seen pushing
I mean, look, so there's a little stomp right there.
Punching him, at one point appearing to kick.
Now he's going to stand up and he's going to stomp straight down on top of this man's face.
And in the head.
Like what? Was this cop brought up on felonious battery charges? It's pain compliance. Oh, shit, I'm sorry. I didn't get the memo. None of us citizens voted on that, but the police created a policy and said that there's such thing as pain compliance, so now you can have your brain stomped the in because you're not complying, and it's pain compliance. So if you don't comply, they're allowed to stomp your brains into the ground. Yeah. Yay for cops. They created the policy of pain. Did you ever vote on pain compliance? Was there ever a citizen referendum that cops should be able to ground and pound you like they're UFC fighters? And they don't ground and pound you like UFC fighters. They ground and pound you when multiple men are on top of you. And often it's multiple men holding you down and a woman is punching your face in.
Bystanders begged the officers to stop. One officer responded, cursing and yelling back. New York City Mayor Zoran Mamdani condemned the arrest on X, calling the, quote, violence used by NYPD officers in this video extremely disturbing and unacceptable. NYPD Police Commissioner Jessica Tisch says the officers have been placed on modified duty.
Jessica Tisch, isn't she one of our bestest friends over from the East that's the middle? I'm pretty sure that she is. She is from the East that is the middle. She's from that country that's our bestest friends ever. And she's a billionaire. She comes from a billionaire family. So that means she doesn't give a shit about the money. She wants the power to be able to crush you. I mean, this chick, you have no idea about her. Her name is Jessica Tisch. She's an absolute nightmare of a human being.
This matter is under internal review by our Internal Affairs Bureau, but I understand the community interest in it because it is an upsetting video.
And tonight, NYPD said that the man who they were looking to interrogate as part of an undercover drug investigation in this area was wearing green shorts. That's what they were told, like Timothy Brown. But it turns out that it was not Timothy Brown, so they might have had the wrong guy after all. And although NYPD said that Brown would be charged with resisting an arrest, tonight the New York DA told CBS News New York that those charges will be dropped. Lilia Luciano, CBS News, New York.
Did you see it though? Hold on a minute. Let me bring it back for you for a second, okay? You guys gotta listen to every detail.
That the man who they were looking to interrogate as part of an undercover drug investigation in this area was wearing green shorts. That's what they were told, like Timothy Brown. But it turns out that it was not Timothy Brown.
So it's the wrong guy who said you're attacking the wrong person. That's what he said. That's what Tim Brown said.
So they might have had the wrong guy after all.
So they did have the wrong guy. But now listen to this part right here. They were still going to charge the innocent man who they beat the shit out of. They were going to charge him with resisting arrest, even though they got the wrong guy.
Although NYPD said that Brown would be charged with resisting an arrest, tonight the New York DA told CBS News New York that those charges will be dropped.
They're going to charge that man with resisting arrest, everybody. They're going to charge him with resisting an unlawful arrest, is what they're going to do. Desi, go out of the live stream and come back in. YouTube's doing everything they can to kill this channel. I can't get a short to do. A short on Instagram does 100,000, 500,000 views. A short on YouTube does 1,000 views, 2,000 views. This channel is almost gone, y'all. Let's enjoy it while we can. Thanks, Captain Conkler, for the super chat. Thanks for the gifted memberships. We're gonna try to keep this channel. I don't see how it's gonna be possible. YouTube is screwing it. Everything they're doing.
Lilia Luciano, CBS News, New York.
So let's hear from the guy. Let's hear from the guy. I think his name was Tim Brown. This was the guy that they beat the shit out of, and they said, "Oh, it was pain compliance to pain compliance."
Mistaken identity, a violent arrest, all caught on camera, and now a massive legal battle against the city. Timothy Brown, the Brooklyn man beaten inside of a liquor store by two undercover detectives, has filed his notice of claim seeking millions after being dragged through broken glass. Fox 9's Teresa Perillo is on the story for us. Teresa, what can you tell us?
Yeah, Bianca, this is, in fact, that complaint that was filed by Timothy Brown seeking $100 million from the NYPD as a result of that violent beatdown and subsequent arrest.
He's not going to get $100 million, but he's going to get some. NYPD pays out $500 million a year or more. I think it was $720 million one year.
Says the detectives who beat him had the wrong guy, and they also violated his constitutional rights. Now, according to Timothy Brown, this is the first time that he is having his say about that incident that unfolded.
And let me just show you. This is from pain compliance strikes. No matter what, if the cops want you and you don't lay down and lick boots, they get to jump on top of you, beat the shit out of you, taser you, stick you, kick you, punch you. That's what they get to do. The rules are, that's what they get to do. And if you didn't know the rules, well then shit, someone needs to educate you. If you don't comply with any government agent, then your teeth need to be kicked in, okay? You don't agree? You don't comply? Well, you know what? You know what needs to happen to you? You need to get your face bashed in, electrocuted, hit with a stick. Oh, yeah. Oh, yeah. They love it. They love it.
April 14th. We got to hear him detail what happened, how he felt, what he was going through, the embarrassment, the shame, and the effects that still linger. Now, to remind you, it was around 4 p.m. on April 14th. Brown stopped at a liquor store in Brooklyn to buy a bottle of wine. He says without warning to plainclothes.
And look at the punches, man. They just don't have any sort of filter with how much they can beat you or how hard they can beat you.
Detectives with a bottle of wine.
So now look, you got one guy holding one arm, he's holding the other arm. I just want you to actually understand what's happening here. I'm going to go back a quarter of a second here, okay? Okay, so ready?
A bottle of wine.
Okay, so he's got one arm. The pig on the other side has the other arm, okay? The pig on the other side has the other arm.
He says
okay.
without...
So you can see the piggy there, right? I don't want to move the screen. I don't want to move the. So you can see Piggy over here has one of Mr. Brown's arms. He has the left arm of Mr. Brown. The pig over here on the right, he's got the other one of Mr. Brown's arms. Both of Mr. Brown's arms are completely grabbed. So what does the white ball guy do? He switches off, holds his left arm on Mr. Brown's right arm, takes his right hand to bash his face in. But it's okay because they created a policy that's called pain compliance.
Warning to...
You see that right there? You can't block it. You got one man. I'm a fighter, and I can't block it. I've been fighting my whole life. If one guy's got my left arm and another guy gets my right arm and hooks it, then that means the other guy's got a free arm and he can bash my face in. And that's exactly what they do. They bash his face in. I thought you were trying to detain somebody. This isn't detainment. This is abuse.
A bottle of wine. He says without warning, two
Punches him in the face.
detectives with the Brooklyn North Narcotics Unit grabbed him, told him he was
There's no limit. There's no limit. You don't comply. There's no limit. They can fucking kill you.
under arrest.
Then while this white dude is holding him, this dude comes up, and I'm not sure if you actually caught it. That was a plain as day fucking cheap shot. That was a cheap shot. Watch. White dude's got him under both armpits. So you can't do much when someone's under both armpits, just so you know.
It's under arrest.
Okay, so he's completely, he can't see. Matter of fact, the man's own hat is over his face. Can we all see that? Can you see the hat over his face? He can't see. The white dude has one arm under an armpit, and he's got his other hand over the top of his left shoulder. So this dude, Mr. Anthony, he has no idea that this guy's going to throw a haymaker, and watch where the haymaker lands. See this fist right back here? Let me get in on it. Do you see this fist right here? This fist is going to come all the way around and bash him right in the face. That's what's going to happen right now. Boom! There's a clean shot. The guy couldn't even see it coming. He's got another one ready to go.
And to use force.
Boom! Another one right in the face. Right in the face. Let's do another one.
Throwing punches.
There's another one.
And at one point,
there's another one.
Even kicking him. The cops were participating in an undercover.
There's a knee to the chin. There's a knee to the chin. I mean, I'm not making this shit up, am I? I don't want to be. I don't want to be hyperbole here.
Cops were participating in an
He did just knee him in the chin right there, didn't he? He just kneed him in the chin. That's what we saw, right? I mean, that's what we saw. Did you guys see it? It was a knee in the chin. Put a 1 in the chat if it was a. Yo, thanks for the super chat, Jason. Didn't see that. Everybody come on, throw in a few bucks and keep Chille's. Keep it going. Match game. Play it. User Chevy Nova. Thanks for the support. God bless you guys, man. We don't stop. Listen, I'll appear on another platform, but this YouTube thing is almost over. I've talked to several other YouTubers. What is happening to this channel is specific, intentional, and purposeful. So it's not something I can. It is what it is. He kneed him in the face.
Grabbed him, told him he was under
support.
arrest. They
1,
then began to use
2,
force,
3,
throwing punches
4,
and at one point
5.
even kicking him. The cops were participating
Knee to the
in
face.
an undercover crack cocaine sting,
6,
but they had the
7.
wrong guy. Now Brown wants to make the NYPD pay enough money so that the cops are deterred from this kind of behavior. He and his legal team also.
Now they're dragging him across the ground? I thought this was a detainment thing. I didn't know it was a beatdown thing. Claudette with the $10 super chat. Somebody match me. Right on, Claudette. Thank you so much for the support. I'm not going to stop. I'm not going to quit. I won't give up on you guys. We are Team DLZ, but they have... Look at the views. Look at the views of the shorts that we are producing. Okay? Look at the views. Look at the views from 1 year ago. Look at the views today. Did the quality of the shorts go down? No, it didn't. So what happened?
One institutional change, including a hit to the police pension fund when something like
But he's not done. You got to stomp on his head.
happens. Here is Timothy Brown talking about
Stomp on him when he's down. He's wet all over his ass.
the assault.
Another $10 super chat from Jose Hernandez. Somebody match me. Right on, Jose Hernandez. Tiny little room, just a dozen, couple dozen people, but we got it. We got it. Thanks for the support.
Disrespected.
I called him Anthony Brown. His name's Timothy Brown. Forgive me for messing that up.
Embarrassed, and I was brutally beaten for no reason. I work. I'm on my business. I'm a taxpaying citizen. And what happened to me should never happen to anyone else. It was wrong, and it was disgusting. and my life will never be the same.
It's got nothing to do with him being black, okay? Don't you pull the race card. They would beat the shit out of anybody who resisted them. Anybody at all. Now, they could have been targeting a black man in a park and saying he was dealing crack because he's a black guy. That could have been it, right? I mean, just possibly, maybe. He was the only ninja around. He was the only bot. What do they call it? He was the only droid there was. These are not the droids that we're looking for. He was the droid that was right there. Dan Hanlon with a super chat. What's up, Playboy? What's up, Playboy? I mean, he's a black guy in a park. And now because he was a black guy in a park, he's the crack dealer. Just saying. Pointing out the obvious here.
Now, we've heard from both the mayor and the police commissioner about this. They talked about disbanding that narcotics unit. They also have modified or transferred out the officers that were involved. But it is important to mention, Bianca, both Brown and his mom say they have not personally heard from the mayor or the police commissioner. And they say, quote, they are disgusted about that. That's the latest from Lower Manhattan today. Back to you in the studio.
All right, then. Thank you so much, Risa.
They are disgusted about that. I'm so confused. How are they disgusted about it? The cops are the ones beating people's heads in and calling it pain compliance. That's not us. That's not us beating people's heads in. We're not doing that. It's the cops beating people's heads in and calling it pain compliance.
Incredible project with my husband.
Oh, do you guys remember this? She developed the opportunity. What did she say? She developed the opportunity to see the island reach its full potential with the masters of their crafts and architecture. And Albania is in massive protests because they've seen what the billionaire Epstein class actually does. They've seen what the billionaire Epstein class is really doing to people, which is they're raping kids. That's what they're doing. They're absolutely... Okay, so this chick chimed in, and I had to screen record it.
Hi.
And I had to show you this because just this entire delusion here. I mean, don't get me wrong. She has good intentions here. Unfortunately, what is it? The road to hell is paved with good intentions. So this chick is...
Hey friends, you remember back in 2020 when George Floyd was murdered and every police officer was either labeled or perceived as being racist?
Are police officers perceived as being racist? I'm just wondering. Put a 1 in the chat. If Dan Hanlon, thanks for the super chat, Hanlon. Thank you, buddy. I appreciate it. Are police officers perceived as being racist? Put a 1 in the chat if police officers are perceived as being racist. I just want to know what you guys think.
Well, that certainly didn't resonate with me. I've never been racist in my entire life.
You joined a racist organization that is taught to target black communities. If you put 4 times the amount of cops in the white community as you do the black community, you're going to find out that there's crime similar in both communities. But when there's 4 times more cops over here to 1 time over here, you're going to find more crime in this neighborhood.
So I thought to myself, okay, why is this happening? Like, what can I do to try to understand a perspective that I'm just not seeing?
Well, you could read the Mullen report. It's on my website. You can get it for free, MOLLEN. But really, that's the 1994 report. You want to get the Knapp Commission, which is also on my website, Delete Lawz, for free. The Knapp Commission of 1972 lays out that police tactics are to flood black neighborhoods. So what could you do about it? You could educate yourself, honey. That's what you could do.
So I did what I do, and I tried to educate myself. And I went and I picked up this book called How to Be Black by Baratunda Thurston. And there was one particular story in that...
Did she just say she picked up a book called How to Be Black? You know, I certainly am not going to claim that I understand the entire black struggle and the black experience. But let me tell you what I can relate with. I can relate with leaving my house at 1 o'clock in the morning and being pulled over for nothing as I go to 7-Eleven. And that was the black experience before the 90s and 2000s. In the 2000s, cops began to target everybody with Terry versus Ohio. Everybody was targeted. If you drove in your car after midnight, went to the Quick Mart, Rite Aid, convenience store, Speedway, 7-Eleven, you were targeted and pulled over. So for me, this video begins and ends with her saying that she's trying to understand what it's like to be black. I have no idea what that's like. I have no idea. Obviously, I have no idea. So to me, biggest twit video ever. We know for a fact that police departments splash black neighborhoods. We know that. It's just, I mean, it is what it is. I'm just not going to, I'm not going to lie about it. I know what's happening. I'm watching it happen. And I'm not going to sit here and pretend as though it's not. I'm not going to do it. I'm not going to pretend like, oh, yeah, you know, it's not happening here. You know, that's not what's going on here. We definitely are not. Oh, yeah. So here's the results. Dale Southern with a $10 super chat. What's up, Playboy? Thanks, Dale Southern. You guys, thanks for the support, man. This team is amazing. I'm surprised you guys even know this live stream is going on. Mikey B, John Lund. What's up, Playboy? So here's the reaction to the video earlier I was showing you.
Different faces look the same. Looking for a piece in the middle of the night. We smile out.
Hold on, let me. I got to kill that volume. So this is what's going on in Albania. That's exactly what's happening in Albania. The Trumps thought that they would move in there and they would. I get so many messages you can't even imagine on the gram. There's just so many messages we get. Okay, so now here's a pigtail coming through. Look. These are videos I just screen recorded. There's so many. There are so many videos that I go through I have to sit here and decide which videos to show you guys. There's so many videos of cops abusing people, hurting people, raping people, killing people. And so now we have a pigtail here. She's about 4'9", 4'10", and she has an attitude like she's Godzilla.
Try me. Exactly. You're walking away, right?
She's definitely gonna. Don't tell me what to do. I'm walking the sidewalk. What's your badge and your number? What's your badge and your number? What's your name and your badge?
So she's walking down the road saying, try me. Honey, you're wearing a badge, you're wearing a gun, and you got 10 dudes backing you up with guns and sticks. Why don't you walk down the road in the hood without the stupid costume on and scream out to those girls, try me. I'll bet some of those women would try you. And I'll bet you'd get your ass handed to you.
Number.
Back up.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
Back up.
You guys got to remember, not all of them are scum-sucking pigs, right? But a good percentage of them are low IQ. They went to the military. As soon as they got out, their sergeant or lieutenant or major or captain told them, hey, just go sign up for the police department. I got a guy. He'll hook you up. And all you got to do is keep doing the same shit we've been doing to people all over the world. The exact same thing we've been doing to people in the Middle East, all over, Africa, you name it. We've been treating people like this for decades and decades and decades. We just didn't get to see it because there wasn't cameras everywhere. But now we get to see it. The exact same way they treat Iraqi prisoners of war, Afghani prisoners of war, is the exact same way the cops treat us here. Exactly.
Would you tell the judge that?
Yes, I'm gonna tell the judge that.
Name and your badge number.
Back up.
I'm not the back up. I'm on the sidewalk.
No, you're not.
Yes.
You're in my face.
No, I'm not. You're in my face. You was over there. You
distance.
touching me.
You're one arm distance.
You're gonna lose your job. You know that, right?
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead.
What's your badge and your number?
What do I always tell you? That female pigtails are the first ones to go to physical violence. She would never behave this way without a badge and gun. Ever. She would never behave this way.
Number.
Lawz 16899. Congratulations.
Tell me I can't read, right? You won't tell the judge that. I don't have to go nowhere. I'm on the sidewalk.
Now she's backed up by full-grown men. And remember, not all of them are beta male cucks, but a good percentage are. A very, very large percentage are beta male cucks that have no idea what to do with their life. You guys realize I have not had a job where I work for somebody else. 15, 20 years. That's how long it's been where I entrepreneur. I sell my plaques. They're 25% off now. 25 OFF when you check out. You got to buy one or more plaque and you get a 25% discount. I sell products I invented because I don't need to go sign up to the state for a jobbie. And these guys do. He absolutely needs somebody to write him a check. He could never figure out how to make it on his own. If he could, he wouldn't be a fucking pig. Revelation. David Gaston with a $20 super chat. You guys don't know David Gaston. David Gaston's my motherfucking brother, man. This guy and I have been down the road together and back. Good to see you, David. Love you, brother. I'll always support you, man. Always.
I'm on the side. I'm walking back and forth. I'm walking back and forth. I already know you got allegations.
And you got to calm her down. Let's just be clear here, okay? She's not some badass Ronda Rousey jiu-jitsu fighter that she's the grand champion of Muay Thai. She's not that. She's a little tiny chick who's a fucking moron. Couldn't figure out how to entrepreneur and build her own company. Couldn't do that. She signed up for a status job, and now she's walking around telling people, don't fuck with me. Honey, you're not me. You're not a man. You're not a physical man. A physical man can fight other men. It's the height of political correctness and DEI hiring, and I don't care if people don't like me for it. I didn't say women shouldn't vote. I didn't say I wouldn't work for a woman or women can't be leaders. I didn't say that. I said she shouldn't be in this position, and let me show you the reason why. Let's take a look at the reason why she shouldn't be in this position. Let's just take a look. I'll start it from the beginning right here. Here's the reason why.
Try me. Exactly. You're walking right.
She's definitely gonna don't tell me what to do. I'm walking the sidewalk. What's your badge and your number? What's your badge and your number? What's your name and your badge number?
Back up.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
And remember, these morons will do whatever they're told. They're told to back up other pigs. They'll back them up.
Back up.
You tell the judge that?
Yes, I'm gonna tell the judge that.
Your name and your badge number.
Back up.
I'm not the back up. I'm on the sidewalk.
No, you're not.
Yes.
The 1965 case of Shuttlesworth versus City of Birmingham determined that the sidewalk is First Amendment territory. That's literally the holding. The sidewalk is First Amendment territory.
No, I'm not. You're in my face. You was over there. You touching me.
You're
You're gonna lose your job. You know that, right?
Yes, that's fine. Go ahead.
What's your badge and your number?
Lopez 16899.
She'll get a promotion.
Tell me I can't read, right? You won't tell the judge that. I don't have to go nowhere. I'm on the sidewalk. I'm on the side. I'm walking back and forth. I'm walking back and forth. I already know you got allegations for abuse of power. I can check your records right now. Please.
Could you imagine, Chevy? Could you imagine if I behaved this way? There's all these made up stories about me, how I was unhinged and went crazy on. There's no receipts. There's no receipts. If I did this in public, oh my God.
Try me. Exactly. You're walking right.
She's definitely gonna don't tell me what to do. I'm walking the sidewalk. What's your badge and your number? What's your badge and your number?
Oh no, Mikey, I'm
What's
sorry
your
to hear
name and your
that.
badge number?
Hope you're okay, buddy.
What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number? What's your name and your badge number?
Back up.
You tell the judge that?
Yes, I'm gonna tell the judge that.
Look at this nonsense, the way she behaves. Try me. Honey, you're wearing a badge and you're wearing a gun. It's just so preposterous. And this is just what I recorded lately, okay? Russell Scarborough, this is what I just recorded in the last 24 hours. I didn't have to search around for videos to see police abusing people. I could just turn on my phone, and all of a sudden, you get to see there's a girl walking down the road doing nothing wrong. She's not doing anything wrong to anybody. She's just walking down the road. Yay! And because women have only 60% of the body strength of men in the upper body, When she's shoved to the ground from behind and he uses a nightstick to shove her down, she doesn't have the arm strength to stop her body weight before the concrete hits her face. She doesn't have the body strength, which is why we should protect and cherish women, because she doesn't have the strength to do it. So see her right there? Now watch. She doesn't have the speed or the strength to protect her face. Watch how hard her face hits the ground.
Hey! Hey!
Wow.
Hey! ¿Eso es posible? ¿Eso es posible? ¿Hostia? ¿Eso es posible? ¿Innecesario? ¿Eso es posible? ¿Innecesario? ¡Vergüenza! 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 ¡Vergüenza!
Boom. Like, power corrupts, but absolute power corrupts absolutely. When you see that these other costume-wearing clowns in other countries do the same shit, it just lets you know that their government has brainwashed their people to believe government agent safety first. What is the #1 rule of Terry versus Ohio? Officer safety over all of your rights. And a large percentage of Americans, a gigantic swath, all has this idea that officer safety is the most important thing. How about your rights, you fucking sheep? How about your rights? How about our rights? How about our God-given rights? Everything's for your safety now. Everything is for your safety. It's always for your safety. Remember that. If it's not safe, we need to create a law, and then the law needs to punish you. How many people are we seeing get arrested for not wearing their seatbelt? You didn't wear a seatbelt? Okay, that's a fine and a ticket. We're feeing you and fining you for your safety. Oh, you don't want to give me your ID? You're under arrest because you broke a law that was for your safety.
You the one that called us?
Yes, sir. I own this restaurant here, and all of a sudden I see this lady on her scooter having off my electricity. I told her, look.
Now, you guys know that I have no problem calling out the dirty jackboot thug pigs. When pigs act like fucking pigs. And I always put a caveat on that, don't I? People email me and say, hey, no, Chille, you're wrong. They're all bastards. But I always do it, don't I? I always say, but they're not all pigs. There's no such thing as a good cop, but not all cops are bad people. You've heard me say that. In this particular incident right here, we get to see a cop who in this particular situation has some common sense. Panda Bear, Jose Hernandez. Panda Bear, I didn't get to say thank you yesterday. I think you were out of the chat. You dropped a couple bucks super chat. Thank you, Panda Bear. Thank you, Panda Bear. I appreciate it. Jose Hernandez, fuck officer safety. So now you're going to get to witness what a cop with common sense on a scene looks like. And we don't know if maybe his grandma or his mother was in a wheelchair. We don't know, right? But I know that we get to see a cop act in good faith for the first time in a long time.
You the one that called us?
Yes, sir. I own this restaurant here, and all of a sudden I see this lady on her scooter having off my electricity. I told her, look, you need to get out of here. And she was begging me to stay.
Stay here. I'm going to go talk to her, okay? What's going on here today?
My scooter just died. I was just plugging it in here to charge for just a couple minutes to get me to my dentist appointment.
So what happened, if you don't mind me asking?
I have a torn meniscus.
My mother was in a wheelchair, so I have a lot of compassion for what you're going through. Well,
10 minutes.
You got 10 minutes? I'll tell you what. Why don't you let me give you a ride to your appointment? Sir, stay here. I'll be right back.
Please tell him I'm sorry.
So you're taking her to jail or what?
No, we're not going to jail.
You just put her in the cop car. Why don't you bring her to put her in jail?
I'm taking her to her dentist appointment.
That's theft.
Okay, for the next hour. How much is it going to cost to charge the scooter? 50 cents?
50 cents? 75 cents?
Here's $2, all right? We're going to come back for the scooter in under an hour.
But, you know, I think next time you should put her in jail.
If you want my opinion, I wish I could take you to jail. You're the one that called us?
And listen, I mean, so all the cops that watch my stream, I don't know. I don't think anybody gets to see the streams we do on YouTube anymore. But for the people who do, for Team DLZ, you guys here, right? you get to see that every once in a while, a cop has some basic common fucking sense. Basic common sense. You know what I'm saying? And it's hardly ever.
Yes, sir.
It really is hardly ever. And look, you guys notice there's another video. There's another video. I can't believe there's so many cops abusing people's rights, video after video after video. I wonder if it's policy, procedure, and protocol. I wonder if it's those three things. Do you think it is? Do you think maybe it's policy, procedure, and protocol?
I'm walking away, and one of them runs up behind me, reaches around, puts it in my eye directly. Spray directly to my eye. Unbelievable. But it's not surprising. It's like, you know, I've been frickin' talking to them, so he's clearly upset with me. I used to be them, a white fucking conservative fucking blind person.
And there's nothing wrong with being a white conservative. There's a problem when you don't see fascism, when you don't see the thievery and the grifting and the stealing by the guy that you voted for, by the party that you're supporting, by changing the Department of Defense to Department of War. And then we need to go to war, and that our war fighters shouldn't have any rules of engagement. There's nothing wrong with being a white conservative. I come from a white conservative family. There's nothing wrong with the white conservative. A lot of my white conservative friends I can very easily see when there's a PDF file in the office, can see that when there's a scumbag who's lying, cheating, and stealing. But it's not all white conservatives. Just like I say, it's not all cops. There's a good percentage of white middle-aged men conservative who are in the head, but there's also a large percentage who are not.
In some way, I've been arrested enough times that I've spent enough hours with enough agents that it's like I can reach some of, or like they'll understand what I'm saying and actually like hear it in a different way. And so tonight I've been talking to them a lot about the girls that have shown up pregnant at fucking Dilley Detention Center.
Just so people know, the Dilley Detention Center is where they're kidnapping hundreds of children. Hundreds of children are at the...
And so what's happening is at these detention centers, which don't be mistaken, people, they're for you and me. They're not for illegal immigrants. They're to lock us up when AI law cameras completely begin the investigation, in the investigation with you arrested because facial recognition said it was you. Now you're in a dungeon in the Delaney Detention Center. And what's happening in these detention centers is the guards are raping the girls. Thousands and thousands of Latina girls are pregnant. It's thousands, not hundreds, thousands.
Dilley ICE prison.
And so it's like ICE agents, I mean, unless Jesus is getting these girls pregnant, right? ICE agents are raping little girls. So many people with the most power in the world were literally in a pedophile ring. So they're working like essentially a private army for a pedophile ring, and their coworkers are raping little girls in Dilley. It's just like, I've asked every single one of them tonight, are you the one that raped the little girls, or did Jesus get them pregnant? And, most of them get upset, but then some of them, or not upset, but like laugh about it and joke it off. But then some guys, it sort of hits them, and it's like they don't want to talk about it, or like, they'll actively be like, hey, stop talking to me about this. And it's like, oh, well, now I'm going to keep talking to you about it because I realize this is disturbing you. I don't want to talk about how we're raping little girls either, right? This is uncomfortable. I don't want to talk about this, but this is the reality. And so it's like, oh, if they're that uncomfortable fucking being spoken to about it, then I'm going to keep speaking to them about it, because I'm hoping that at least with some people you can sort of flip the cognitive dissonance switch, because, I mean, that happened for me.
I'd like to get them all in an elevator and dose them with DMT. That's what I'd like to do. It only takes one dose of DMT, one good dosing of MEO5, DMT, and these authoritarians would be changed forever. You see your consciousness, you see humanity, you see everything.
All we're fucking out here doing is speak. You guys fucking beat people? You think you're fucking law and order? You think you're fucking justice? Think about it. Think about it. We're out here expressing our First Amendment right. Not our second, our third, our 16th, our fucking first. And what are you guys doing out here? You're lined up in military gear, and every 40 minutes you come and attack people. How do you think you're justice? How do you think you represent anything that's new with fucking America, except for the fact that we've been racist since the fucking beginning? We're trying to live up to our fucking ideals, but we're not.
We're not trying to live up to our ideals at all whatsoever. We have never tried to live up to the ideals that all men are born equal and free. John Locke's thesis 1689, Two Treatises of Government, that was plagiarized by Thomas Jefferson in the Declaration of Independence in 1776. Instead of saying all men are entitled to life, liberty, and property, the actual thesis of John Locke's Two Treatises of Government in 1689, in 1776, Thomas Jefferson said all men are entitled to life, liberty, and the pursuit of happiness, because the founding fathers didn't want you and I owning property. No. That was for the noblemen, the elitists, not for you and me.
We're fucking not.
I'm walking away, and one of them runs up behind me, reaches around.
So here's another one. Here's another one. Thank you, Wizard. I appreciate the support, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. You guys hit the like button. Put in the comment section, Team DLZ. Put it in the comment section, Team DLZ. Hit the subscribe button. Hit that like button. Good to see you, Cliff. How you doing, buddy? Oh, and of course it just crashes. Of course it does. It just crashes. Let's get it back. And I think that we're back. So look at this. What is this extraordinary amount of violence? What is this extraordinary amount of violence? This is because people are protesting. You're not allowed to protest in America anymore. And now here's the worst part for me. As I watch these dirty jackboot thug pigs, JBTP, Let's OTVO is in the chat, everybody. What's going on, Let's? Good to see you, buddy. Listen, as they are arresting people for assembling and protesting, the worst part for me is the chicken wing, which when your arms are cuffed together, you don't lift those wrists off the back because that puts all the pressure on the rotator cuff. It's illegal in wrestling. As a wrestling referee, I learned in refereeing school for refereeing wrestling that if the arm is on the back, if I lift here like this, it causes rotator cuff tear. So here's what they do. They put you in torture cuffs, then jack your arm up, put their hand on the back of your head because you're a criminal. Watch. Why is his hand on the back of her head? Why are they bending the person over and cranking on their shoulder? This is a peaceful protest. These aren't people throwing bottle rockets. These are people who are simply standing there protesting. Why are they doing this to our people? Why do you need to put your hand on the back of her head? Why do you need to hold somebody down that way for simply protesting? Cliff Advanced Soft Watch Level 1 membership. What's up, Playboy? Everybody welcome Cliff to Team DLZ. You've been here forever, Cliff. I'm glad you got a membership. Thanks. Consider becoming a channel member. I'm going to try to save this channel. I don't know if it's going to be possible. I'll do everything I can. And now they put the guy down on the ground and they want him to go in total inferior position. Look at how we are treated. Look how we are treated. Down. PBE86 with a super chat. Sad how they stepped on our Bill of Rights in the USA. And it's been going on since the very beginning. I got a hard out in 30 minutes. I got to ship plaques. Plaques are 25% off. Use the coupon code 25OFF at checkout. You have to buy at least one plaque for the coupon code to work. So you got to get at least one plaque. But then you get 25% off your whole order. 25OFF. Put it in the coupon code when you check out. Thanks for getting a plaque. I hope it helps you. I hope that you holding this bad chicken in your hand truly helps you so that you follow the plaque. Touchdown, invoke the fifth, don't say another word. I hope you actually use it. at this. I just... They lifted that little person right off the ground. Look at this. Look at a bunch of rabid dogs these pigs are. They lift this human being right off the ground. So you got several pigs attacking him. Now watch this. That person is now in like a fetal position because the cops are going crazy like rabid pit bulls. And now the guy's on the ground. But they got enough manpower there to just pick the human being up off the ground. You see him up in the air right there? They're just lifting him up off the ground and just scooping him through the air because there's enough of them. See him? Now he's going to take off like he's a UFO. Look at that. Now he's up on his feet again almost. You see that? He's on his feet. And this, look, what I tell you, brown shirt Nazis. They are brown shirt Nazis. Doesn't matter what those cops were doing to that guy. He's ready to defend them. Lifting him up by his rotator cuffs. Pushing his head down. That's a female, I'm pretty sure. Treating her like she's a terrorist, like she's done the worst to people. Like she deserves... Oh, this is another one. This, I'll tell you what, I screen recorded this, and the whole time I screen recorded it, I was screaming at the screen. They're going to arrest this girl for underage drinking. For underage drinking. That's what they're going to arrest her for underage drinking. Oh my God. This is what our resources are being spent on, our time.
All right. Here's the deal.
Here's the deal, everybody. Put it in the chat. As soon as you hear, here's the deal. You got to get it in the chat. Brian really nailed that by naming his channel. Here's the deal. But check this out. Here's the deal, everybody. Here's the deal. This guy's going to lay it down for you. Clearwater Beach police cracking down on underage drinking. Yeah, because you know what? That's the biggest problem we're facing. Not data centers, not a surveillance state. No. The biggest problem we face is that girls who are in college drink alcohol on the beach. Stop the press. Get her.
I'll carry that for you. Pull your hands away from your body. There you go.
How about you don't get put in torture cuffs for misdemeanor nonviolent offenses? How about that? How about you don't get put in fucking torture cuffs for misdemeanor nonviolent offenses? How about that? He's cuffing her up. She's 19 or 20 years old. And all of her guy friends are watching them put her in fucking chains like she's Kuta Kente.
I have to search your bag. Is there anything I'm going to be concerned with in your bag? Okay. Come on over here by my thingy.
By my thingy? Come over here by my thingy? Is that what he just said? By the four-wheeler? Or by the ATV? Chevy! By the ATV? Come over here by my thingy. And look at all of them. You're really going to haul somebody off to a cage for drinking alcohol? Yes. They're dead serious about it.
In the heat. What is it? Okay.
I mean, just get a freeze frame shot of this in your head. We have criminalized chemicals. Any chemical that you didn't get from Big Pharma and get a prescription, or you didn't go in and show your ID and get the... Look at what we're doing to people. She had a cooler. She had a glass of wine. She had a beer on a beach. And this is what we're doing to human beings? You had a sip of that? Turn around, put your hands behind your back. I got to put you in chains. I'm going to take you down to a dungeon where I'm going to check you in. We're going to strip search you. We're going to demoralize you. We're going to dehumanize you. You should never have drank that. Just, it's insane. This is insanity. This is insanity. He's got to go through all of her shit. She could have a joint in there.
Unfortunately, the jail won't take your bottles of water or your food.
So instead of leaving it with your friends. Me too, Donnie.
Yeah, bye, let me check.
Took me a little longer.
Why'd you leave your ID?
Because I didn't need it,
Oh, okay.
I mean, either way, I am underage.
No. When the cop starts talking, you stop talking. If you can't get to the Fifth Amendment cards in your pocket, then you realize and you remember that you knew this guy named Chille on the internet. He taught you. As soon as you're in those torture cuffs right there, you see her in torture cuffs? Do you see this right here? You see this right here? As soon as she's in these chains right here, as soon as that metal touches your wrist, that's your cue to shut the fuck up. I invoke the Fifth Amendment is the only words you're going to say, and then you're never going to say another word. Not another single word, because this pig's trying to charge you with more crimes, is what's happening in this video.
Okay.
Okay, I mean, honestly, I think
I understand. Thank you, ma'am.
533-404.
Thank you, ma'am. She's 20, bro.
6.
She's 19 or 20. I'm shipping in 30 minutes. Get a plaque, 25 off when you check out. You got to get at least one plaque to get the 25% off. 25 OFF. It's a coupon code you put in when you're checking out. 1, 2, or 3 plaques. You get 25% off all of them. Yeah, torture cuffs are always torture. They have torture cuffs on a 19 or 20-year-old little girl. She's 18.
Original caller, line 30. Have the phone number in there.
Son of a gun, I can't even read this.
I mean, you got to have a way to book you into the dungeon. Got you, Chevy. Thanks. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop. We don't stop.
All right, if you want to kick your feet all the way in, they have air conditioning there.
Kick your feet all the way into the tiny little crevice that we created. It's our policy that we have to leave you at this much of a crevice. We actually left you with this much of a crevice. Policy is this much of a crevice. We left you this much of a crevice. Okay? Okay? Be grateful. Okay? I'm helping you. I'm trying to help you. You were underage drinking. You could have drowned today. Okay? You could have drowned. You would have died free. But instead of you dying free, we're going to make sure you go in chains and down to a cage. There's no chance of you dying free in this country. It's for your safety. It's for your safety.
Alright. So they're pretty... I can loosen this one just like a tad, but...
I can loosen this one just like a tad, but I can't go any looser because we can't have you getting out of those torture cuffs and attacking the cops. You see, we could never loosen these anymore. She's even saying it. I could do them a tad bit looser, but I couldn't do them more than that. You were caught drinking on a beach, bitch. You need to be tortured. You need to go to a cage. You need to be strip searched. You need a mugshot and a criminal record. Okay, we need to record this. So there's a record of you being a criminal. Okay.
They're pretty, Yeah. Is that better? Yes. Yeah, that's not adjust for sure. Yeah. They weren't. Alright, squeeze your hand like this. Is that better?
I mean, look at her young, pretty little torso. Look at this young, pretty little girl. Look at her. And she's in chains and they're taking her to a fucking dungeon, man. They're literally making sure that the chains are tight enough. I couldn't get through this video without screaming the entire time I was screen recording it. Look at this fucking dog shit. Why does she need to go in fucking chains? Why can't you just say, I'm going to give you a ticket. I'm going to take your alcohol so you can't drink it. I'm going to monitor you. I'm going to come back here and see if you're drinking. Why couldn't they do that? Why do you have to put her in chains and take her to a fucking dungeon? You got to go in chains. It's our policy. Everybody has to go in chains.
Go for me. Go and sit back. You're all good.
And then you got this shitty back tattoo, so that means you're going to be in there a little longer.
All right. Here's the deal.
I mean, here's the deal.
He'll turn you. I'll carry that for you.
He's going to carry that for her. He's going to do her a favor.
He knew he was being followed. He could see.
Oh, I showed this one yesterday, right? Where the teen is riding a bike. Yeah, and they pulled out all the stops to get him. They're like, we got to get this guy. There's no way we could not get him. Okay. So let me tell you guys, I'm a dog owner. If you guys didn't know that, Charlie's around here somewhere. Everybody put a 1 in the chat if you know my dog, Charlie, if you've seen Charlie before. I live in Southern California. I travel through Nevada, Arizona, New Mexico to go see Let's OTVO. I travel a lot with my dog. I have left my dog in the car on several occasions when the AC had got the car nice and cool. My van stays cool for about 20, 25 minutes after I turn it off. So if it's 70 in the cabin, it's going to last for like 10 minutes, 15 minutes. If it's 65 in the cabin, it'll last a full 20 minutes before the air dissipates. I know because I've sat in Arizona in 100-degree weather, got my car nice and cool, turned it off and sat there to see how long before my car got too hot for my dog that I love, that I don't want to die from a fucking heat stroke in my car. So it would make sense to you and to me that if I'm going to leave my dog in the car in Arizona in 100-degree weather, before I do that, I leave the car on, get it nice and cool, turn it off, open the door, close it like I got out, and I sit there. I got 20 minutes before it starts to get like, oh, it's getting warm in here. At the 20-minute mark, I'd be sprinting to my car. I'd be there before the 20-minute mark. This guy leaves his dog in the car at nighttime when it's not directly in the Arizona heat, and he runs into the store real quick. He said the car was already cool, so he's got at least 15 minutes, especially in the night, even in the desert of Arizona where I've tested it myself. And here's this video.
Incredible.
Oh, an incredible opportunity. What'd she say again? I'm so sorry. She developed the opportunity for the island to see its full potential so that it can be a billionaire Epstein Island. And they're massive protesting.
Car?
Yeah. Is that Special Ed motherfucking Andrew in the chat? What's up, Playboy? Special Ed Andrew's in the chat, everybody. Good to see you.
Okay.
Did you get a notification special? I'd be shocked if you did. They developed the opportunity.
Is this your car? Yeah. Okay. I was this close to breaking the window out. This is a criminal offense, okay, for animal neglect and abuse?
No, I do not abuse and neglect my animal.
Okay. Driver's license?
I need a supervisor, please.
What is your driver's license?
Please, I need a supervisor.
How you doing, Sergeant Tyler?
Nice to meet you, sir.
So what happens when you call a supervisor, Team DLZ? What happens when you call a supervisor? When you call a supervisor, who comes to the scene? Can you put it in the chat for the newbies?
What did you speak to me about?
Well, I parked the car, and I literally got it sitting there.
Okay.
It got freezing cold.
Okay.
And I went inside. I've been in there for 15 minutes.
So when we get a call for service...
so when we get a call for service, then fuck everything else. We got a call for service. I need to investigate you. I need your ID. Get on the ground. Lay on your belly.
Okay. Service.
Driver's license.
Please, I need a supervisor.
How you doing, Sergeant Tyler?
Nice to meet you, sir.
What did you speak to me about?
Well, I parked the car, and I literally got it sitting there.
Okay.
It got freezing cold.
Okay.
And I went inside. I've been in there for 15 minutes.
So when we get a call for service, okay, we do need to identify the person.
It's a law. 82.03.
If he had the cop cards in his wallet, he would be able to say right here, actually, officer, I don't have to give you my ID unless there's probable cause to arrest me, and you don't have that.
I think it is. You could ask for my identification. I don't have to get it unless I've been lawfully arrested. That's the only time
So that's not true.
No, he's absolutely correct, but he doesn't have a card to show the dirty pig in writing exactly what he's saying.
Look it up. I'm telling you, you're gonna make a big mistake.
No, I'm not.
I know this very well. Here, you know what? I'll look it up.
I'm not going to get distracted in a cell phone or a computer.
To read the law? You'd rather just arrest me?
I don't need to read the law.
Yeah, you do.
We do this day in and day out.
Yes, you do violate people's rights day in and day out. Yes, that's absolutely a fact. That's absolutely a fact. You do exactly that. 22 minutes till I ship out plaques and cop cards.
Properly, apparently.
Is this your car?
Yeah, they do it a lot, apparently. They violate people's rights constantly.
And I literally got it sitting there. It got freezing cold.
Okay.
And I went inside. I've been in there for 15 minutes.
So when we get a call for service, okay, we do need to identify the person.
It's a law. 82.03, I think it is. You could ask for my identification. I don't have to get it unless I've been lawfully arrested. That's the only time
so that's not true.
Look it up. I'm telling you, you're going to make a big mistake.
No, I'm not.
I know this very well. Here, you know what? I'll look it up.
I'm not going to get distracted in a cell phone or a computer.
To read the law? You'd rather just arrest me?
I don't need to read the law.
Yeah, you do.
We do this day in and day out.
Improperly, apparently.
Is this your car?
Yeah, they do it day in and day out improperly. Yes, they do it day in and day out, violating the Terry policies. Joker, if you get a plaque, you got to get one or more. But then when you check out, put 25 off and you get 25% off your whole order. This was more of the e-bike stuff. I didn't get to show all the videos yesterday that we were doing this. And this is another video where the e-bike, it's now an e-motorcycle. Remember that. They don't call it an e-bike anymore, some fucking dude. They call it an e-motorcycle now to change the plot. That you could never ride one of these unless you have a license and a permit and a stamp and insurance, and you have to, right? They want to control everybody and everything. You guys have heard about the dozens and dozens of junkyards that are burning around the country. They want to be able to have a computer in your car where they could put a camera in it or a kill switch on everything. It's an e-bike, but the new media, the new government wants to say that it's an e-motorcycle. Okay. Sure thing. Gotcha. So there's a kid on an e-bike. Do you see the wheels come off the ground right there? Do you see the wheel is off the ground? No matter what, the cops gotta get him. They gotta get him. They gotta get him. There's no way he can get away.
Why would you run?
Yo, why you knock him on the ground like that? Yo!
Why would you run like that?
That's a fucking kid. That's a minor, you. Get an ambulance here. Get an ambulance here. Get the off of him. Get the
What is wrong with you, dude?
Okay, when you're back.
You know, the day won't come until there's literally millions of us. When these cops have violated millions of us, finally the day will come when we walk over them and absolutely end this tyrannical reign of oppression. Because right now, if you try to fight back, there's only going to be one or two people maybe, and the rest are all going to cower. But the day is coming when cops are computers, when cops are robots, and you no longer can humanize the badge and say, it's for officer safety. The day is coming when these guys are going to get walked on. It's not long. We're heading to a revolutionary war. We are heading to a civil war that will pit us versus the ruling class is what's going to happen. That's what's going to happen.
Hello.
Here's another one. Here's another one. I can't wait for the day to happen. I just don't want to. I don't want to see people get killed in the streets, or I would be calling for revolution myself. But I don't want to be the leader of people dying. You know what I mean? I mean, we could walk over these pigs, but the problem is that a third of the country still supports the pigs. So if you go to the Revolutionary War, 1776, you had a third of this country that was supporting England in breaking away to become our own country. They were called Copperheads. That was the nickname for British loyalists who lived in the colonies when we were trying to create the United States. And there's a lot of problems with our foundation. But I want to be clear about this. A third of the country was for the British.
Hey, there's no alcohol out on the beach.
Here's the second one where there's no alcohol on the beach. What the does it matter? Take a look at the beach. There's nobody around. They're not endangering anybody. They're 100 yards from the actual water.
At one of the nearest trash cans. You guys have your IDs with you? You guys at least 21? Okay.
Wow, he's just harassing them. Chevy with a membership. What's up, Playboy? Is that Big Mike? Is that Big Mike Audits? Or is that a different Big Mike? Big Mike. Are you a cop supporter, Big Mike? Is that what you are? Big Midged 3T? Are you a giant bootlicker? I hope you're not, bro. I hope you're not a bootlicker. But you never know. Bootlickers are all over the place. You guys double tap, hit the like button. Make sure you're subscribed to the channel. Make sure you're subscribed. Hit the like button. Thanks for the super chat. Chevy with the gifted membership. Thanks, Chevy.
Thank you.
Like he's what is he saving by doing this? What is he? Who is he saving? What service is he providing?
Driver license not valid. Driver license not valid.
She gave me a fake ID. Okay. All right. Stand up for me. Stand up. For what?
Arresting another bikini girl over alcohol on a beach. She's not 21. And by the way, let me just tell you, this exact same thing happened to me. Exactly. Good to see you, Savage. This exact same thing happened to me. I was arrested for having a fake ID, taken to a cage, strip searched, given a criminal record because I had a fake ID because I wanted to go to the bars and drink with my friends. And now he's going to criminalize this bikini girl so he can grab her.
Stand up. Do not resist me or you go to the ground. Not pull away from me.
I forgot about this part. I'm so sorry. Do not resist me or you're going to go to the ground. Do not resist me. Whatever you do, I'm your daddy. Don't you dare resist me.
Do not resist me or you go to the ground. Not pull away from me.
Do not resist me or you're going to go to the ground. Do not pull away from me. No, bro, I've never been a criminal. I've never belonged being arrested ever once in my entire life. Not ever. And I've been arrested 50 times. I've never belonged being arrested ever. Ever. Never. Not once ever. Not one time in the history of me being alive did I need to be put in chains and put in a cage. It's never happened. I'm a pretty tough guy, right? Never been a situation where I'm beating on somebody. They can't get me to stop. Never happened. Never done a death threat. Never. But I've been arrested so many times I can't count them all. And look how cool he is. You know how many times he practiced with his torture cuffs so he could click, 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 click. Look at, I got you chained up. He shows his friends, watch this. Look how cool I am. Look, now I got her by the wrists. He literally sits in the mirror. Let me get this. Oh, yeah, I got it. Oh, yeah, I got it. He jerks off in the mirror and looks at himself putting cuffs on somebody. He probably got this body cam and is rewinding it as he's just a disgusting maggot. Just a disgusting maggot.
Me or go to the ground. Not pull away from me.
You're so cool, bro. You're so cool. PJ Jennings. What's up, P. Jennings? Glad to see you back. P. Jennings. I'm not today, but we'll do a call in again tomorrow. I'm just trying to watch this shit. Just makes me sick.
Yes.
One secured. going to go over here to my truck, and we're going to figure out who you
So
really are,
true.
okay?
It's so true. It's so true.
How old are you?
Me?
Mm-hmm.
I'm 18.
So he's going to arrest an 18-year-old girl and take her to a cage and give her a criminal record over having a fake ID?
How many further charges are there? Exactly, I didn't do anything.
Don't listen to him.
Okay, but they're right.
That'll get you in trouble.
I got some good news. I got some bad news. Okay.
Okay, so here's where the lies come in. As you guys know, we study case law on this channel. The 2001 case of Atwater versus City of Lago Vista says that anything is arrestable, doesn't matter what it is. It also says that cops have 100% discretion as to who they will arrest and who they won't, who they will charge and who they won't. Now listen to the cop lie.
The good news is I am not going to charge you with providing me with a false name. Okay? The bad news is you have a fake ID, okay? And it is unlawful to have a fake ID, okay? And it's unlawful to provide a fake ID to law enforcement, okay?
Yeah.
Certain things I have discretion on, right? Meaning I can write you a ticket, I can take you to jail, whatever. Certain things I have discretion on, certain things I don't have discretion on.
Yeah.
Okay?
Oh, he has no discretion on you having a fake ID. He could never take it and cut it up and throw it away and say, don't do this again. He could never do that, ever.
Okay? The fake ID part, you're going to be taking a ride today, okay?
The fake ID part, you're going to be taking a ride today. Meaning she's going to go to a dungeon. She's going to be strip searched. They're going to put fingers in the crevices of all of her body. She's going to have to pay to get her body out. She's going to get a criminal citation. She's going to have to pay probably to get her car out if they impound her car. She's going to have to pay a lawyer. He fucked her. Absolutely screwed her over. 100% screwed her over. You're going to have to take a ride. Oh, you're so cool.
So, you are under arrest.
You're such a cool guy, the way you say taking a ride.
You want her
You're
to
such
have
a
your belongings?
badass.
Hello. Hey, there's no...
Your husband being placed in...
Okay, we've seen this before, but I can't help but point out the stupidity of these cops. The stupidity of these cops.
Arrest because he had opium.
What is that?
It's a Schedule 2 controlled substance, okay?
Okay, I don't even know what that is. I would like you to show him what you found in the car, please. Have you ever seen this?
This is a scent. It's a perfume for smoking cigarettes. Chill out.
He doesn't want to talk to you about it at all. It might be a perfume called opium. I just wish that he would have said, hey, you guys, this is absolutely...
Did he say that he had some perfume called opium? And so they walk up and he's like, I've got this vial of liquid opium. That's what the cop says, is that they have a vial of liquid opium. Right? Spirit in the sky. They have a vial of liquid opium.
Because he had opium.
What is that?
It's a Schedule
He's got opium.
2 controlled substance, okay?
Okay, I don't even know what that is. I would like you to show him what you found in the car, please. Have you ever seen this?
This is a scent. It's a perfume for smoking cigarettes. Chill out.
Okay, so he is Indian, and let me give you the backlog of this story because you have to hear it. So he's Indian. He's a mail order bride, allegedly. Allegedly. She got him as a mail order bride, and she's American, and he came over here and married her, allegedly. Now he got arrested for having liquid opium. He went to jail. The DA dropped the charges. ICE came and picked him up. He's currently in an ICE detention center, even though he's supposed to be legally married to an American woman. But they put him in an ICE detention center because he was charged with drugs. You can't make this shit up. You can't make this shit up. He's literally in a fucking dungeon. Oh, it's been a year. He's literally in a dungeon.
Have you ever seen this?
This is a scent. It's a perfume for smoking cigarettes. Chill out.
He doesn't want to talk to you about it at all. It might be a perfume called opium. I just wish that he would have said, hey, you guys, this is absolutely just perfume. I'll sit here as long as you need.
Reason your husband...
And they not only, look, whether you agree with not him being a mail order husband and her getting a mail order husband, I have absolutely no problem with that. If you want to import somebody from Cambodia and that guy will marry you, I'm down for her. if you want to import a Russian or import a Brazilian or Colombian or Mexican or Venezuelan or someone from the Netherlands or from Estonia or from Greece, I don't give a shit who you marry. You're going to put your name on them and say they're your dude, your partner, your wife, your husband. I'm 100% for it. 100%. And she successfully got a guy out of India, got him here, did all the bullshit, but because he was charged with drugs, he's now up for deportation. Even though it was a vial of fucking cologne. Just beyond the pale. It is we man. Do you know what I'm like? It just, I see so many, you guys know this. I mean, it's not fucking with me. It's not in my head. It's just, I'm just so tired of it. I'm so sick of the government making up reasons as to the reasons why you can be arrested. And by the way, there's always more forgiveness for cops. What's going on now? AI, facial recognition, recognized you, and now they come to you with a full-on SWAT team, arrest you, put you in a dungeon. You're there for days or weeks or months. Come to find out, oops, we made a mistake. Every single governor of every state needs to write an executive order. You cannot put somebody in a cage based on facial recognition. They cannot be arrested. You can charge them. You can ticket them. You could put an ankle monitor on them if you're sure. But how many times have we seen that they're sure and they're not so sure? How many times have we seen that? More than not. Every single governor has to read the governor's handbook. I'm going to finish it this week. I'll have it out. 99 cents, maybe free. I might even give it away for free because I think that it's essential for people. People have to see this governor's handbook that I put together. Every governor in America should be using it. Every single governor in America. 100%. This community was barred for being under-moderated. We still got it. We still got the video. No, we don't. God dang it. They took down the video? No. No. The video's gone? You fucking dirty sons of bitches. Let me see if I can pull this up. Let me see if I can pull this up for you. You got to see this. I've been trying to show this, and I have not shown it yet. I got 6 minutes, and I'm shipping plaques. If you go to my website, delete Lawz, put 25 off. You have to get at least one plaque, but then you get 25% off your whole order. I'll be doing that in a minute. Let me see. Let me try it one more time. Let me try it like this. I want to show you guys this video. I have other videos to show you. Let's see if this works. A new search here. Come on. I can't believe they banned my favorite subreddit. That's Actually Insane was the name of the subreddit, and they just fucking deleted it. They just took the entire subreddit down. God dang it. Literally my favorite. Oh, this is great. I got more videos for you either way. 5 minutes and I got to go. I'm going to start shipping out these plaques today. It's Friday, so I hopefully get them by Wednesday of next week. This video is fucking hilarious. So I guess after a while, you know, I mean, I think it should be all of us. It shouldn't just be young black men, even though, to be honest with you, I mostly give my cards away to young black men who I see on the streets. But this guy, I think that he's just tired of the same bullshit of constantly being pulled over. And I think that he decides that the next time because what he does here, you guys have seen me on the street auditing cops. I've already thought about what I'm going to say. I think this video, this guy right here, I think he's already thought about it. If I get pulled over for some bullshit again, and they make me do a bunch of stupid fucking human tricks, I think I'm gonna really play. I'm gonna play with them a little bit. That's what I think he decided. Because you tell me.
Turn around. Step to your left. Nope. There it is. Turn around. Both hands in the air. Take 3 steps. Turn around. Step to your left. Nope. There it is. Turn around. Both hands in the air. Take 3 steps to your left.
I think he's been put through this routine so many times. He's so sick of the bullshit that he just does this funny little dance because he's just tired of it. He's sick and tired of being harassed by the dirty fucking cops. He's sick of it. And for the dirty pigs, right? If you don't know you're a dirty pig, let me explain to you how you are. If you're hiding on the side of the road to get somebody for going through a stop sign, that everybody knows when you pull up to that stop sign and it's midnight or later, you can see clearly down to the left, you can see clearly down to the right, you can see clearly in front of you. 95% of people after midnight are going to hit that stop sign, glance both ways, and just go right through it. If you're hiding behind a tree by that stop sign, you might be a piece of shit pig. Maybe. Maybe. If you're pulling people over because they didn't use a blinker 100 feet prior to turning, you might be a dirty pig. Maybe. If you pull somebody over because they have an air freshener hanging from their rearview mirror, you might be a dirty fucking pig. Maybe. Maybe. Is it a possibility that you're a dirty fucking pig? Oh, yeah. It's a real possibility. Yeah. I'm sorry. It just gets so sick of it. It just gets so tired of it. Yeah, this was the one I was showing. Is this the? So I wanted to show you guys this one. This is again out of New Jersey from Delaney Hall. I got about 10 minutes. I'm gonna stretch it. You guys know I always do. I always try to stretch it because I want to play Chevy's song and I want to show a couple more videos. So I'll be running to the post office at 3:45, running in. Let's see your videos, bro. Let's see your videos. I'm working on something called You've Got Bail. I'll let you know when I'm ready to hit the streets again. But in the meanwhile, show me your shit, bro, so I can watch your videos so you can show me how to be fearless. I'm ready to learn from you. I mean, I would say I'm probably one of the top 20 auditors in the country when I put my feet on the ground. I think that's a fair assessment. Top 10 maybe, right? So that's not possible right this second, but it will be soon. But I'm more than willing to see your videos so you can teach me.
100 years. We've been dealing with this shit for 400 years. Literally, what y'all going through right now, we've been dealing with this shit for 400 years. I'm gonna let y'all know that. The same shit they doing to y'all right now, we've been going through this shit. I swear to God. I swear to God. Guaranteed. Know what the fuck we going through. And these people be the cause, bro.
Oh, shit. Oh, my God. Holy shit.
So a leader steps up. So people always talk shit, right? You just saw the moron in the chat talking shit, right? Never put his boots on the ground, never taken on a cop, never gotten a cop fired, never went to anybody's town to take on the cops who are harassing them or murdered their kid. But the guy's going to chime in and tell me how I'm afraid to go audit cops. Okay, sure. But let me show you what happens. A leader steps up, explains the situation, that it's time for us to fight back. And look what happens to the leader. Look what happens to the guy leading the charge.
100 years. We've been dealing with this shit for 400 years. Literally, what y'all going through right now, we've been dealing with this shit for 400 years. I'm gonna let y'all know that. The same shit they doing to y'all right now, We've been going through this shit.
So he's talking about what it's like to be the black struggle. He's talking about the history of being a black American. That's what he's talking about.
I swear to God. I swear to God. Guaranteed. Know what the fuck we going through. And these people be the cause, bro.
And as soon as he says you people be the cause, the dirty pigs over there coordinated with the dirty pigs here, and they're just going to snatch this man up.
Oh, shit.
Where's the blockade? Where are the people going to block for him? I'm just saying, man.
Oh, my God. Holy shit. He was just talking.
He's just talking.
He was literally just talking.
This is what you call a dystopian society. When any form of leadership is rewarded, it's called despotic. This is a despotic society. When the rule of law is used in a bastardized way to perform cruel and unusual punishment in the application of that law, that's what despotic means. PBE 86, that's what it actually means. It's just, you know, look, you know, you've got bail. You've got bail should be out this month. I should be on the street before the end of this month. But I wasn't going to go back out without a system created that I had devised in jail. So I'll go in when I go, you know. But but let me just tell everybody, it's really that I'm a coward. That's what it really is. It's really that I'm actually a coward, and I'm absolutely terrified. That's the truth. I'm just scared. I'm just so scared. All right, we got to get a couple more out, and I got to get Chevy's song here too.
Happening right now, a Toledo City Council committee is meeting with Toledo police administrators to address an issue that has sparked a lot of strong feelings lately.
A cell phone video that made the rounds on social media, certainly going viral late last month, raised serious questions about how TPD interacts with young people. We're going to show you a live look at that meeting in City Council chambers. We're about an hour into this right now. The discussion is centered on police operating guidelines, specifically when it comes to community relations and protocols for de-escalating conflict. Chief Mike Trenley speaking to council right now.
So this is in Toledo, Ohio. Ohio, in my opinion, is the worst police state in the country. Maybe Arizona, maybe Missouri, Louisiana, Florida, Mississippi, Arkansas, Texas, pretty bad. Not as bad as Arizona, though. Texas isn't as bad as Arizona. And I don't think Texas is as bad as Ohio, but this is in Toledo, Ohio.
Let's listen in.
Spoil all the good stuff that's happening.
Chevy!
There's another side to that one thing caught on camera, which is, well, if this one thing was caught on camera, how many times did it happen when there was no camera?
So, I mean,
just from a community perception standpoint,
no, that's fair
is
enough.
just how it is.
Yep.
And so my question about training is about how do we, and I'll be more specific, is there particular training that our officers understand interacting with young people is different than with, say, it was me, a 42-year-old, that number's getting higher and higher, a 42-year-old not looking like I want to interact with people, versus a 15, 16-year-old young person. What does the training do to say we're going to treat these people differently?
Yeah, so that is part of our curriculum in our basic academies. So whether it's our juvenile justice portions, it's our procedural justice portions of it, our communications portions of it, those are all things that happen during the academy to talk about the different levels, whether juveniles or somebody that with special needs. Those are all different avenues that are covered in our training. Through this last couple processes, last couple incidents, if you will, we started looking at some additional training that we're going to be looking to give to our...
You guys saw me go to Toledo, Ohio. You saw what tyrannical pigs were in Toledo, Ohio. You guys saw it.
Officers. And, you know, whether it be cultural competence training, we're looking at some there's one training that, so I had our training commander start putting together a program basically for us to look at our 2027 training, in-service training. So we do a lot of in-service training during the year. Unfortunately.
All right, so you're hearing Toledo Police Chief Mike Trenley there answering already in place and that some that he would like to see happen in the future.
Yeah. That question coming from Sam Melvin.
Right.
Sam Melvin,
right.
Yeah.
And ahead of tonight's meeting, we were actually out in the community taking the temperatures on just how everyone feels about the way things stand right now and whether they believe they should change.
Right. 13 Action News reporter Alexis Means on the story, all new at 6 tonight.
Giving us criminal indications, so we stopped you. No, don't say that. Don't say that. I don't think it's that far. Go away. Because you're annoying and you're dumb.
This is the moment. You're fucking annoying and you're dumb. Like you're not a beta male cuck.
A stop on Sylvan Avenue turned into something far more controversial. An officer caught on camera insulting teens and telling them, quote, "It's not my fault you guys live in this neighborhood."
Come over here. You got anything on you?
Nope. I got nothing.
The video recorded by one of the teens.
You don't have, you're not being detained because you're standing there. This is an illegal Terry stop once again.
Spread quickly, drawing sharp criticism from community members who say the officer's conduct was unacceptable.
What has happened and transpired with these kids?
You don't get to just grab a young black man and say, "Come here, I'm going to feel you up because have a hunch that maybe you have a firearm." That is not the Terry policies as laid out in Terry versus Ohio or by the Department of Justice.
Shouldn't. They're on the clock. They're on the clock. They're doing their job. So do your job. But you don't have to sit here and use intimidation. You do not need to use. They're doing their job.
So let's talk about the differences, right? You see what she's wearing? She's wearing some kind of bonnet here, this black bonnet. I've never seen a white person wear one of these, right? Culturally, black people and white people are a little bit different. There's studies on this, that white people stay this far away from each other, brown people stay this far away from each other when they're talking, black people stand this far away from each other when they're talking, black people use this much decibels when they're talking, brown people use this much decibels, white people use this much decibels, and Asian people use this much decibels when they're talking. So there's studies on this. Black people and white people culturally are a little bit different. And what that has equated to over the past 250 years is that black people are inferior and criminals and they need to be policed. And it's such a scam. Just because she wears a bonnet doesn't mean that she's dumb. It means she's culturally different. Doesn't mean she's smarter than you.
So do your job. But you don't have to sit here and use intimidation. You do not need to use profanity to children to get them to do what you want.
Look at that. Remember, that was a policy the cops created, that you could grab somebody and throw them on the ground. And it's perfectly okay. It's concrete, but hey, no big deal.
But not everyone sees it that way. Barbershop owner Tyrone Friesen says the conversation has to...
Oh, were these did we cover this?
Profanity to children to get them to do what you want. But not everyone
This is the stop in Toledo where they stopped the girls from walking down the street. They said, "You're walking down the street, give me your IDs." So maybe the problem is the law, that they've created a law that it's illegal for you to walk on the street. Maybe that's the problem. Maybe you need to delete some laws. Maybe that's the cure here.
Sees it that way. Barbershop owner Tyrone Friesen says the conversation has to go both ways and starts at home.
We don't teach our children.
Well, look what they're doing. They're not interviewing police and the Fraternal Order of Police and detectives and retired judges and prosecutors. They're not interviewing this. They're actually interviewing people from the black community in Toledo.
To be mindful and have respect for the authority, it's going to be a lot more problems like that happening. Like with the little young lady walking in the street. And then the incident with the young boy, I feel that the police might have went overboard a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a safety factor out here also, because we got a lot of young juvenile kids around here carrying guns.
Toledo resident.
So I'm sorry, I don't want to insult him, but listen to what this dumb fuck said. I guess I did insult him, okay? He again, from the brainwash, that you have to worry about the cop. The cop's safety is above our rights. Listen to what he says.
The police might have went overboard a little bit.
Okay, the police went overboard a little bit. Okay. But what? He says, but what? What's the but?
At the end of the day.
At the end of the day, the police went over a little bit, but
the safety factor out here also, because we got a lot of young juveniles.
The safety factor for the cops. It's the safety factor for the cops. He's an older black guy in a black community at a barber shop. That's how far the brainwash of Terry versus Ohio has gone. Do you think he likes cops? I'm going to say no. I'm going to say any guy 50 years or older who's black does not like cops. And there's some on the right who are hardcore authoritarian bootlickers that love them and they're black, right? But the majority, I'm going to say 80% of black guys over 50 hate cops, despise them. They've watched them beat, rape, and kill people in their communities for decades. But he's brainwashed to where he has to say, we have to watch out for officer safety. Where did he learn that? He learned that by the mainstream media oligarch, our best friends from the East that is middle, owning all of the media in our country. They have brainwashed this fool to repeat officer safety. He says it out loud.
But not everyone sees it that way. Barbershop owner Tyrone Friesen says the conversation has to go both ways and starts at home.
We don't teach our children.
There it is right there. It has to go both ways. We haven't turned into an absolute police state, prison state, death state. No. The brainwash from the mainstream media that is owned by our friends in the East of the Middle has brainwashed this fool to say officer safety.
To be mindful and have respect for the authority.
And now you have to respect the cops, even though you take the camera off him and go into his barbershop and he fucking hates cops. But he's on camera right now. So Massa got to say something real good, Massa. Well, I swear, Massa, I was not cutting down the cops, Massa. That's what he sounds like. You got to respect authority, he said. But he hates cops.
Friesen says the conversation has to go both ways and starts at home.
We don't teach our children to be mindful and have respect for the authority.
Respect the cops.
Be a lot more problems like that happening.
There's going to be a lot more problems if you don't respect the cops. Not we've created a law for everything, for everybody. There's a law for this and a law for that, and it's a despotic police state. The application of law is if you went over the line, you don't give me your ID, I'm going to throw you on the concrete, put you in chains, taser you, beat you. I'll kill you for not complying. He's not saying that.
Like with the little young lady walking in the street. And then the incident with the
little young lady walking in the street. He's talking about the video that we covered where the girls were walking down the street and the cop stopped him and said, okay, give me your IDs. You were in the road, on a road with nobody around but the cop. And he even said it like the lady the little girl who was walking in the street.
Problem like that happening. Like with the little young lady walking in the street.
Like the little young lady walking in the street. He's blaming the girls for a bullshit law and a dumpkin pig enforcing that law on them. And he's blaming them.
And then the incident with the young boy, I feel that the police might have went overboard a little bit, but at the end of the day, it's a safety factor out here also because we got a lot of young juvenile kids around here carrying guns.
Toledo resident George Pendleton says the real issue is a breakdown in the bond between officers.
That's the stop right there. I covered this. We covered this. I called them on the phone. The aunt never called me back. You guys remember this? Put a 1 in the chat if you remember me covering this video.
And the neighborhoods they serve.
We keep seeing situations where, law enforcement are, doing these practices that aren't the best, and obviously hurting the community. But that connection, I think, is gone. in a way, and there's a disconnect, if you will, with the communities and officers that service certain communities.
The Toledo Police Department says the incidents are under investigation. As for what happens,
I mean, don't you guys prefer the way I say it? I mean, listen to this guy, double talk, triple talk, hedge, say, there's a, hold on, let me just do this, okay? I'm already late. I got to get out of here in 3 minutes. But
These practices that aren't
neighborhoods they serve.
We keep seeing situations where
we keep seeing cops hurt people and beat people using the law as the excuse.
Law enforcement are, doing these practices that
law enforcement are following policies, procedures, and protocols that are brutal, inhumane, and barbaric. And to see them caught on camera is disgusting. But he didn't say that.
Aren't the best, obviously hurting the
not the best
community, but
hurting the community. Yeah, hurting people for sure.
That connection, I think, is gone.
The connection between the cops and the community is gone. Only thing you said that's true so far.
In a way, and there's
in a way, no, it's completely gone. They'll tell you straight up, I don't know you.
Disconnect, if you will.
It's more than a disconnect. You are the goyim, and they are in charge of you.
With the communities and, officers that service certain communities.
I don't know what the fuck he just said. Cops are hurting people, beating people, tasing people, wrongfully arresting people, applying misdemeanor infractions of the law as though they are felonies, beating people, sticking people, electrocuting people, and dragging them down to a fucking dungeon. Where they're treated even worse, including subjected to sexual assault during a strip search. He didn't say that, though.
The Toledo Police Department says the incidents are under investigation. As for what happens next...
they're under investigation by who? Who's the Toledo Police Department under investigation by? The Department of Justice? Who's letting the pedophiles go? Who's made sure that all the Epstein clients are redacted, but the victims are read aloud? Who's investigating the Toledo Police Department? Who is it? Is there some magical section of our government that's actually for truth and righteousness? I'd like to know what section that is.
Toledo City Council is meeting with police administrators tonight to address...
The Toledo City Council is meeting with police leaders, and they'll have absolutely zero effect on them because they're their own autonomous agency.
The issues head on. And we just learned from the police chief that the investigation involving the officer accused of slamming a teen is complete. The details will be released next week. The other stop involving teens being insulted by...
So the investigation of the dirty pig that slammed the teenage girls for simply walking down a road right here that nobody was on, that investigation is now complete. The police investigated themselves and found no wrongdoing.
Officers is still ongoing. Sasha?
So let's see. Let me see where this, let me see if I can find out. Let me see if this was published 21 hours ago. So we're not going to get to see. We're not going to get to see. You can't train stupid people not to be stupid. Of course, man. Of course. I'm going to still ship those plaques today. I'm going to get out of here at 3:30 and I'm going to be to the post office by 4. So I'm going to get plaques shipped out today. Chevy with the gifted membership. What's up, Playboy? Let me tell you who got that. Play About My Cat. Plays About My Cat got a membership. I love cats, man. I'm glad you're here. Thanks for coming. You guys, thanks for the support. Thanks for the super chats. Thanks for coming and subscribing and sharing. We'll try to keep it going. We'll try to keep a YouTube channel. But, you know, it's listen. Anybody who's a leader that speaks out against the government, anybody is going to get smacked down. Do not disturb audits is in the chat. What's up, Playboy? Thanks for the membership, Chevy. Appreciate that. You guys make sure you're subscribed. Consider becoming a channel member if you can. Let's get to Chevy's song, and then I got to ship some plaques. So remember, go to my website, go to DeleteLawz.com, get at least one plaque, and put in 25 off when you check out. It'll give you 25% off your whole order. So if you order $100, it'll be $75. If you order 50, it'll be $37. So it gives you 25% off. Let's get into Chevy's song and see exactly what he's got here. Let's see what you did here, Chevy. Delete Lawz auto plaques. That's what I'm shipping today. Let's see what Chevy did.
Delete Lawz auto plaques.
Sitting in the lobby, just minding my own. When a man in a badge says, leave that camera alone.
Leave that camera alone.
He says, you can't record, it's a safety concern. I said, Sergeant, there's a lesson that you're gonna have to learn. I've got the 7th Circuit A Clue V. Alvarez, you're acting like a tyrant, but I'm standing on the chest. Stomp, stomp, clap. Filming in the lobby.
Melania's here.
Now, officer, don't you film me with no qualified immunity. I'm just filming in the lobby.
I'm just filming in the lobby. I'm going to use that, Chevy. I'm just filming in the lobby. Tommy Wood.
Back up, he called for the chief.
Thanks, Tommy Wood.
Digital creator is giving me some grief. I pointed to the wall.
James Forbes, Mr. Polo, Charlie, TVLZ, Jennifer Hill, Jody Shiloh.
From the 4th and Sharp to the 5th and Turner 2. I've got more precedents than you've got guys in blue.
It sounds like metal from like the late 80s. Where'd you get the inspiration? Smoking in the boys' room. I was right.
Terry B. Overturn. Terry B. Overturn. Terry B. Ohio. Filming in the lobby. Click, yeah, we see you. Team DLZ.
Winner, winner, chicken dinner.
Nice, dude. So it was smoking in the boys' room. Who was that? Motley Crue smoking in the boys' room, or that's from the 1973 song? I said 80s. It was early 70s. That was awesome, Chevy. Good job. You guys do me a favor. Put it in the chat. Chevy. Thanks for the song, Chevy. I appreciate it. I see you guys in the chat. Savage Gentleman, Rancho Relaxo. Melania, Jody Shiloh. What's going on? I didn't see Cope Doggy Dog. I saw Let's O TBO. Writes on, missing you around here, bro. Where you at, Doggy Dog? I saw David Gaston in the chat today. Saw John Lunn. Freaking awesome. Thank you so much. Appreciate the super chats, guys. Thanks, Captain Steve Conkler, user Chevy Nova. Thanks for the super chat. Super appreciate it. Jason, thank you for the super chat. I appreciate that. Claudette, for the gifted memberships. Thank you, guys. I super appreciate it. Listen, I'm not going to stop because we don't stop. I got 34 minutes to get these plaques to the post office and get them shipped. I want to get them out on today before Friday, so I'm going to get the flock out of Taj. Listen, go to my website, 25OFF. That gives you 25% off any plaques. You got to order at least one plaque, all right? I got to get the flock out of here. Thanks for coming to my TED Talk. I'll see you guys on the next one. Mikey B, Greg, Bruce. Later, Gators.